We were somewhere around Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs began to take hold. This opened one of the most famous and influential pieces ever published in Rolling Stone, Hunter S. Thompson's book-length, two-part 1971 screed, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Thompson's drug and booze-fueled enthusiasm for gonzo journalism, putting himself at the center of the unlikeliest scenes, even political campaigns, and sometimes simply making things up when reality failed to be totally compelling, made him a living legend among practitioners of what was called the new journalism. Over the years, Thompson's relationship with Jan Wenner, the man who's called upon to sign off on his often outlandish expense accounts, has remained somewhat edgy, as Thompson's old staff editor David Felton discovered when he went to beard the man in his fabled firearm-stocked lair in Woody Creek, Colorado.
Hunter Thompson love him and or leave him, and some would prefer to do the latter rather than the former. You know, he's an American institution, in large measure thanks to the magazine.
That's how I got turned on to Rolling Stone, was through Hunter Thompson. Not personally, but I'd read a lot of his stuff, and someone said, oh, you can read it in Rolling Stone, so I went and found a bunch of old ones and started reading.
Hunter's brilliant. I mean, he's gonzo brilliant. What can I tell you?
What went wrong?
I don't know.
If you could explain for our viewers at MTV just what exactly gonzo is.
Kurt Ghost, Golden, Goober, Gorbachev. I don't find that direct's gonna be like shooting at Jan and not having him go off. Why don't you read it, David?
Filled with bizarre or subjective ideas, commentary, or the like. Crazy, eccentric, that's 2. 3, eccentricity, weirdness, or craziness. Then as a bracket, it says 1970-75 American. Apparently first used in the phrase gonzo journalism by U.S. journalist Hunter S. Thompson. Then it says something about simpleton, one easily duped.
That's another word, man.
No, it isn't. It's in the same thing. It says...
No, it's goon.
No.
I would have to give up shooting altogether. I was in the Watergate bar the night of the break-in in 72, and I missed the tape on the doors, you know. Haunted me for years. Nixon was dishonest in his genes. He was born crooked.
Well, I'm not a crook.
You know, he left the White House bitching about some kind of liberal conspiracy. People about to get him. Well, he was right, by God. I was one of them. And I was very proud of it. I still am. We got that matter, you know, we got booted him out of the White House.
You could strike sparks anywhere. There was a fantastic universal sense that whatever we were doing was right, that we were winning. And that, I think, was the handle, that sense of inevitable victory over the forces of old and evil. Not in any mean or military sense, we didn't need that. Our energy would simply prevail. There was no point in fighting on our side or theirs. We had all the momentum. We were riding the crest of a high and beautiful wave. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. You had fun in those days.
You did have a lot of fun, and I think you were able to get away with a lot because your reputation preceded you, but
I was honest, David. I was honest.
Oh,
I was good at my work, and I was honest. I tried hard.
And you played hard, too.
Yes.
As anyone will know who's read any of his campaign coverage, Hunter Thompson is essentially a liberal Democrat. Well, a liberal Democrat with a taste for mind-bending drugs and lethal weaponry, anyway. But despite that, and the presence of liberal political columnist William Grider, Rolling Stone today can't be dismissed as simply a mouthpiece for liberal platitudes. Tom Wolfe, who's written some celebrated works for Rolling Stone, is something of a conservative.